Hey, I got a great show lined up and an awesome
So why
guest.
don't you come along and join us for this very special mystery.
Welcome to another Discovery Bay Comics production. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to be part of the conversation.
Hello, how you doing? I'm JB and welcome to another Discovery Bay Comics production. In today's show, and it is a jam-packed show, we are going to kick it off with the next edition of the newest segment to the show. That's right, we're talking nerd news. And wait for the special segment from Chuck and Shauna on that one today. It's going to be exciting. Also, after that, we get to the traditional part of the show, what did I just do there? The regular part, I got to be on the screen here. The regular what's on today part of the show, and it starts with top picks. Now, what's top picks? That's where I'm going to give you my top picks from the sea of content that's been released in the last 24 hours from the comic book and Funko Pop and statue and action figure communities. Now, next up, after that, we're going to talk about the Instagram tag of the day, which did not fire. There it is, Instagram tag of the day. And after the Instagram tag of the day, we're going to get to the live stream lineup. Now, in the live stream lineup, that's where I'm going to give you today's list of content creators that have scheduled a release via Premiere or are going live. Now, after that, we got a very special guest today. My guest is Adrian APM. You may have heard one of his many voices in the intro, because that was one of my favorite all-time videos of his, and he's got a lot of great content on his channel. Can't wait to go over that. Now, very first time ever, actually, this is the first time we've ever done this on the channel, because in the next segment, the What's in the Box Already segment, is actually a mystery box from Adrian APM. Now, I know he's released his next release, but I'm so far behind. This is the last release. So, we'll see what we got in that one. Now, after that, I'm coming strong again with another Funko Pop review. It did not fire. There it goes. No, it didn't fire. Funko Pop review. I'll be reviewing this Daredevil and Bullseye 2-pack. Want to get into those. And then after that, it's the giveaway review. We're going to talk about what we're giving away this Friday and how easy it is to enter the giveaway. As a matter of fact, in today's top picks is one of the winners from a couple weeks ago. Yeah, the second ever mystery box from this channel, because you can't buy them, you can only win them, was opened this morning by CLG Comics and Pops. I can't wait to share that one. You bet you know what's about. I just gave it away, didn't I? Because somebody in today's top picks, hint, hint, is getting the Comic Pop family. You know what? There it is. CLG Comic Pops and CLG Comics and Pops getting the Comic Pop family during today's top picks, folks. Go check him out if you want to see what was in the second ever Discovery Bay Comics mystery box. Now, that's the rundown. Now, I can't wait to get to the nerd news, but what we're doing in the new format of the show, if you notice there, it's written timestamps in the description below, folks. What does that mean? That means you can jump ahead to your favorite segment simply by hitting the timestamp in the description below or scrolling across the time bar. I'll be adding those as soon as the show ends. Now, at the end of every segment, we're going to shout out the chat. That's right. So let's see who's hanging out with us in the chat right now. Is it loaded up? Yes, it is. I'm going to go over and swing on over to the StreamYard and shout out the chat real quick before we get on to today's nerd news. And remember, if you're watching on the rewind, you can just go ahead and hit the timestamp. Now, first up in the live chat, I got Rob Boswell, who says, "Sup, everybody." As a matter of fact, you know what, Rob? You've just reminded me that I need that awkward sip of coffee, and today's coffee mug is brought to us by WayneKo Studios. He was the guest on the show last Friday. And I have a link to his channel in the description below. There are links to all these channels in the description below. The next shout out is my man CLG coming strong.
I wear size large. My address is in the description below.
Size large. That's right. CLG sent me a t-shirt. He's sitting at 374 subscribers. Let's go over there and hook him up. As I mentioned, Adrian's dominating the show. Not only is he my guest for today, but he is also the unboxing and my push to 1K. You ready? This week is huge for this channel. He is dropping all kind of content. Who am I talking about? That's right. Comic Books NYC is doing Comic Books NYC Con, October 8th through 11th. He has got content lined up for 3 straight days, so I'll be reviewing those as they come up. Now, let me get back to the chat. We had Rob Boswell, we have Flash Ray Videos, and there he is, the newest supporter on Patreon. My man, Yesy Lou Comics and Pops. Go hit him up with that Comic Pop Family hashtag drop and watch him and Anthony open up that box. Man, that sounds fun. Hey, Metaphorical's here. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for hanging out. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know it's going to be in the live stream. Hang out for that one. Johnny 5 Alive is in the #1 spot of the top picks. Why? Check it out. You'll see why. Ultra Maximus, man, this guy dropped crazy mad knowledge Friday night on the Drunken Chat. By the way, I guess I bought some books on eBay at like 2 in the morning. Good times over there Friday night. Good times. Who else do we got in the chat hanging out? Herminio Reyes is in the top picks, sharing his haul. That's right. And Sith Lord, he says, what's up, JB at Discovery Bay? Appreciate you, my friend. Tori from Unuseful Boxings is here, as well as Glenn Smith. How are you, my friend? Gonna slide down. LVD Prophecy is in the chat. I appreciate you for taking the time. Warlord and Pope Can Joe, the originator of that awkward sip of coffee. Welcome to the stream.
Awkward sip of coffee time. We haven't done that in a while. Oh, it's the nectar of the gods.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we got CFAT. Man, you know what's going to happen every time I see CFAT? I'm going to wish you those good comic book karma particles, my friend. I hope you are feeling better. And there he is. Greetings from Michigan. Jack B. How are you? Another great supporter of the channel. I appreciate you taking the time. The Comic Book G-Spot is in the chat, as well as Perry. Are you lurking? Is that the lurking, Perry? Perry is here, as well as Big Lion Cat, and it's Monday, and I'm only doing the show 3 days a week, so we might as well welcome the Big Lion Cat correctly. Yeah, BLC's in the house, as well as Sam Klotzko says, what's up? And he is a Brewers fan. I'm digging it. Thanks for hanging out. That's what happens when you watch the Drunken Chat Son. Man, I'll tell you, it was a good time. I didn't make the whole 4 hours. I got about 3 in, but it was a good time. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check it on the Rewind in every Friday late night. It doesn't even start until 12:30 a.m. Boom. All right, folks, that's it for the shout out. Let's get on to today's nerd news, kicked off by my man, Chuck and Shauna. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
All right, guys, first massive nerd news story of the week. It was announced this week that Jamie Foxx will be appearing in Spider-Man 3 and reprising his role, the widely beloved character of Electro. I say that completely sarcastically. Not that we'll get into the character of Electro, but he's going to be appearing as Electro in Spider-Man Work From Home, working title.
There you
go. This all comes from the Hollywood Reporter, Jamie Foxx, who played, the classic Spidey villain Electro. Mm-hmm. This was in the Andrew Garfield movie Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's in final talks, according to the Hollywood Reporter, to reprise his role in the latest Spider-Man installment, Spider-Man 3 Work From Home. This is going to be the Tom Holland film. If I keep saying it, then it'll happen.
That's right.
This is a Marvel Studios, Sony Pictures thing.
Mm-hmm.
The movie is set to be released in December 2021. I highly doubt that's going to happen. I wouldn't hold my breath.
In this age, no.
Only because Marvel moved pretty much their entire slate of films back like about 6 months. Black Widow got moved to May, and then Eternals got moved to, I believe, November. So chances are Spider-Man Work From Home is going to get moved into 2022 without a doubt. They haven't even started filming it yet. But having said that, let's do a little deep dive in this Electro character here. Of all the characters
Right.
Of all the characters you could have picked from all the other Marvel movies,
You went.
why Electro?
Right.
Why
Exactly.
Electro? I just can't. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Massive Jamie
course,
Foxx. I would
everybody.
watch Jamie Foxx read the lesser parts of the Bible. And
Right.
I'd have him read the phone book, and I would pay to watch it. He's a fucking phenomenal actor, but not his most widely beloved role.
Right.
As
And
Electro.
not the most widely beloved Spider-Man film.
Yeah, film.
Yeah.
Both by
so-
critics and by fans.
Right.
Doesn't like I would for my money, I
Uh-huh.
would have rather seen what is it, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock
Yeah.
or
even Green Goblin.
Green
That
Goblin,
would've been fine. We know they're dead people. We get it, but
Don't yell at us. We know they died at the end of the film, but this is the world we live in. I mean,
Right.
if we can have Electro come back, we can have Doc Ock come back. Honestly, I mean, nothing would have made me happier to hear that Doc Ock's coming back. But
Right.
anyway, we'll get into that later. Even the Lizard, the Lizard
yeah, that's
from the Amazing Spider-Man number
Yeah.
1,
Uh-huh.
better than Electro.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd have taken Paul Giamatti's Rhino
I
over
forgot
Electro.
about that.
Oh yeah, also from Amazing Spider-Man 2. So
Wow.
this is huge.
Yeah.
This is massively insane on so many levels. It could be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My money, if I had to put an over and under on, is this just him doing the roll over again, or is this cracking the multiverse wide open? My money goes in cracking the multiverse wide open.
Absolutely. I mean, we've already had some pretty sharp clues that the multiverse is coming. I mean, we had
Yeah.
that poster in Morbius.
The Morbius trailer,
Which
when
is
he's walking
also
down the street and you see
the
it
amazing
clearly it's
Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield's
Yeah.
Spider-Man suit and it
Yeah.
says murderer. That's in a completely different universe.
Yeah.
God, we saw the J.K. Simmons
Yes, at the end of Far
at the
From
end
Home,
of Far From Home,
Yeah.
reprising his role as J. Jonah Jameson.
which
I mean,
was
that's
obviously Tobey Maguire's.
that's jumping
Yeah.
ship, sort of. It's a completely
Yeah.
different universe.
Absolutely.
We know Doctor Strange 2 is going to be the multiverse of madness. We
One
know
of the movies I'm
they've
so
been
excited for.
slapping us in the face
Yeah.
with all the freaking warning signs and clues that they're going to do this massive multiverse crazy crossover. WandaVision, we know, is going to
Yeah.
kind of rip the fabric of reality wide open. We know that
this is so exciting.
King the Conqueror is going to come
Yeah.
into Ant-Man 2 and do some crazy time jumping.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing off the table at this point.
Yeah.
Like if they announced that Tobey Maguire was going to come back and have a role in Spider-Man Work From Home,
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be surprised. A week ago, I'd have been shocked. They announced
Yeah.
that now, I'd be like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yep.
It worked for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated film. People are used to seeing a multi-Spider-Verse world.
Yeah,
It works. They've
I know.
tried it. They tested it. It worked phenomenally. It won an Oscar.
I completely agree. I mean, it's working and it's making sense. Venom worked also, so they're tying all that in now too. I mean,
I
that's a
think-
completely different multiverse.
Absolutely. I
As
think behind the scenes,
Yeah.
Marvel and Sony were like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking go for broke. Let's tie everything together. We need to put asses back in the seats. We need to fucking wow people because it's going to be hard to top that whole
well. Right.
lead up to Thanos. How are we going to top that? Let's just freaking put all our cards on the table. Let's mix
Hell
the shows,
yeah.
the shows with the MCU movies, the MCU movies with Sony movies, the Sony movies with the old Fox properties. There's no reason why we can't get Wolverine back, and Patrick Stewart is fucking on anything.
Yeah.
Is on the table.
Oh my
We
gosh.
live in a world where this one little tiny piece of news with Jamie Foxx
Yeah.
is so big.
It's breaking ground.
It's huge. Or it could just be nothing. It could just be
That's true.
Jamie Foxx wanting to reprise his role. It could be a completely different Electro, but I highly doubt it. If you're going to do
No.
Electro again
Yeah.
as a
And have the
completely
same
new character,
actor.
you don't hire the same person.
Right. No, not at all.
This is going to be the same Electro, mark my words.
It is.
And I think Molina's coming back as Doc Ock if he's still alive. But man, I'm pretty sure he is. See them all coming back.
Oh,
It's all
man.
happening, man. Get excited about the future of the MCU, the
That's
future
right.
of the Venomverse. It's all going to be badass. We're going to have freaking Kraven the Hunter. It's going to be fucking sick. So
Oh, yes.
we could talk about this one topic all day long, but we got to move on to other nerd news, guys. So sound off in the comment section. What do you think about Jamie Foxx appearing in Spider-Man 3? And let's move on to our next little story here.
Did he just blow your mind or what, right? Come on, can you imagine the old villains coming back into this again? I am blown away. I hope they make it. I hope Marvel and Sony can come be simpatico and bring us something that we all want to see. Now, something a little bit closer to home when we talk about nerd news and we talk about comic books. You're going to see this. Hopefully you saw this. You guys know that one of my favorite shows every Monday morning is Bueller's Monday Morning Coffee with Bob. Well, they announced something really cool, man. Bueller, Travis, has his own variant cover. And I do believe that this is the link that he posted in the video. This video is in today's top picks, folks, so you can be able to get it there. Plus, anybody who's watching me is probably already watching Comics with Bueller anyway, and you saw it. He's releasing his own exclusive cover on dakotacomics.com. So we want to check that out. Now, coming up, is I got another cool, interesting thing for nerd news, Funko Pop related. You guys ready? Over here, I found this pop price guide. Now I know you're like, dude, pop price guide's been around forever, right? Yeah. I didn't know they tell you what's coming out in advance. This is freaking awesome. So if you ever wanted to know, and I did not know, Pop's Price Guide has got a coming soon section, and they're going to tell you what's coming out in October. Just in October, you can see all the cool stuff coming out, including these Mickeys, this Santa Claus Superman. Come on, man, that's going to be fire. Here's some of those DC characters that I was showing you the other day with the Batman Ebenezer Scrooge. Now, when they say due October, that means these are releasing. And if not, please, somebody in the Funko Pop community, help me out. If there's a better resource to find out what's coming out in the Funko Pop world, please hit me up. All right, folks, that is today's nerd news. I hope you did enjoy it. You know what time it is. It's time to go hit that chat real quick before we hit the next segment of the show. See if we got anyone else popping in. As a matter of fact, we do have somebody popping in. We've got Pops with Purpose is in the chat. How you doing? Seawood19, hey yo, is in the chat. By the way, if you're watching this on the rewind, there is timestamps in the description below to go ahead and jump ahead to today's top picks while I hit the chat. Who else we got out here? We've got Ultra Maximus is still hanging out. I appreciate you. And MLV is here. How are you, my friend? One of the newest Patreon creator tier supporters. All right, folks, let's get on to the next segment of the show, folks, which is today's top picks. All right, so in today's top picks playlist, notice that, and I mentioned this last time, YouTube has changed the formatting of our pages. So if you're coming to my page, we've got uploads first, and then the 12 creator tier supporters are listed next. Those are the supporters who I've also got their videos in our playlist. But these are the 12. Go check them out if you have not already, including MLV Comics, who's growing like a weed. 65 subscribers already, almost at 100. Mr. Techpot and Deep Dive Comics, the newest supporters of the channel. I do appreciate you. Now, live stream playlist is going to be up next right after the Instagram tag of the day, but let's talk about today's top pick playlist. And in the top spot of the top pick playlist, my man, Johnny 5 Alive. That's right. He was a winner twice, not once, but twice. He's been a winner on the show a couple of times, and I finally got around to mailing out his stuff. If you want to know what he got, go check out this video in today's top picks. Now, if you like Chuck and Shauna, you don't miss out on the Sunday show every single Sunday, the entire week in review. I've only given you one snippet out of that. There's a whole show, folks. Chuck and Shauna over at Chuckload of Comics. The link to their channel is in the description below of the video, and they're in today's top picks playlist. Now, I mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to give them a little more love right here. Yesy Lou Comics and Pops, they're my comic pop family hashtag. And what does that mean? That means if you go visit this video, there will be a link in the description below. If I have a mod in the chat, they can drop links for anybody watching in the live. Wow, I just noticed something. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. I wonder if that means that this thing's not firing either. That's interesting. Go ahead and drop the Comic Pop Family hashtag on this video, and you will be entered. You can get an additional entry into Friday's video. All right, let me turn that one off. I just noticed that my counter's not working. So I wonder why the counter's not working. So let's go ahead and refresh that. Refresh page. Bam. No, doesn't look like it likes that. Looks like I got nobody in the chat, but there's 26 people in the chat. And if that thing's not working, I bet you none of this stuff is working. That's no bueno. All right, let's get on to the show, folks. Top picks playlist is over here. We talked about Johnny 5, Chuckload of Comics. Next up is my man. Ready? I better get an awkward sip of coffee for this. Herminia Reyes Jr. is dropping content. That's right, edited content. His new comic book day haul for September 30th is out, and check it out. Next up, my man, Statue Fanatic. I love this channel. If you're not checking this channel out, you're missing out. Not every statue is super expensive. Now this one is, but not every statue is. So go check this one out because that's another genre I want to get into. Now, we talk about JLS Comics, and you know that the G.I. Joe stuff is above and beyond awesome, right? But really, when he decides to break down a character, any character, the video's fire. And he did it again with this one, the history and origin of Marvel's MODOK. Man, JLS, you have got a style to you, my friend. Great job in today's top picks. All right, next up, Simpleman's Comics. I left this up for 2 days ago because it's for today. Today's the last cutoff. Today is 10/5. And if you want to know what you can get, like, discounted, heavily discounted, and still probably get that order in today, this is the video for you. Go check out my man, Brian and Jack over at Simpleman's Comics, doing good things and supporting the channel. Boom! All right, next up in the top picks. All right, guys, I haven't been here every time because they're killing it now. Two brothers have changed the format. I like their format. Their format is unique. And anybody that says I can't do what everyone else does, yes, you can. Doesn't matter how many top 10 lists there are. It's your take on it that makes it special. And that's what makes this video special. Go check it out. It's in today's top picks. Now, there it is. Comics with Bueller, comic book buyer's remorse, and the release of the exclusive cover that I just talked about right over here on Dakota Comics. Bueller's very first exclusive cover. So make sure you go check out that video. There is a link in that video to that cover if you want to get down on that. Next up, folks, I'm going to hit today's Instagrams. Let's see what's in the Instagrams.
The Instagram tag of the day.
Boom! All right. Next up was in the Instagram tag of the day. After that, we're going to hit the live stream playlist. I don't even think I opened up the Instagram, so let's go over and open up the Instagrams and see what we got in here. I didn't even open up Instagram. I'll tell you what, we had a huge weekend from Friday's appearance on the Drunken Chat blew up the Instagrams. The Instagrams is up to 2,366 followers, and as I mentioned, if and when Instagram ever gets to 3,000, that's the magic number, we're going to do a stupid, crazy giveaway. Like, I can't believe you're going to give that away kind of giveaway. Mark my words. All right, folks, let's hit the tags. If you tag me on anything on the Instagram that has got a comic book Funko Pop in it, there's a high probability it's going to get shared. This is also a great way to get in the show, folks. Starting off with LBD Prophecy, who says that this Sunday at 6:30, he's doing a special show in celebration of Latinx heritage. Boom! How you like that? That's good stuff. All right, next up, King of the Golden State, basically my neighbor. Aren't you in today's live stream playlist? I think you're in the live stream playlist for your giveaway thing. I think you are. He's coming with, what are you coming with? Bram Stoker's Dracula #1 for day 5 of his Halloween comic covers. Day 5 of the Halloween comic covers. All right, next up in the Instagram tags, Metaphorical says, don't forget, crossover cover reveal tonight. No tease. You sure? You may want to tune in for that, man. All right, next up, TK. I don't know if the audio is good, so I can't play it. But TK is playing video games. Good stuff, TK. All right, Jay Hood said, join me live at 1 p.m. Eastern. We missed it. Sorry. For a special contest and channel announcement from Jay Hood. One of my favorite channels, by the way. Okay, next up, The Boy Who Had 7, which tonight, I do believe we've got Comigories tonight, don't we? Do we have it tonight or do we have it tomorrow? I could be wrong. I got to check the playlist. He's tagging me for, what's he got? He's got his 9.8 white pages all day long, man. All day long with the 9.8 white pages. Batman #12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. Next up, Jeff Comic 813 coming with the sexy, holy moly, day 5 of his 31 days of Halloween. And you know he's a huge Vampirilla fan. Good stuff. All right, next up, Mr. Comics 89 says, Knockout, episode 11, John's Comics with Kids against Steve Burke Family 54 Comics.
Hashtag forever nasty.
Had to, can't do it. All right, there he goes. I got one. Here it is. Marvel Monday. I got History of the Marvel Universe number 4 with the Spider-Man pop. This one's getting the share because he is the king of the comic pop tags. There you go. What else we got? Oh, this will be in today's live stream playlist, episode number 24 of his collection. And here's today's prayer. By the way, I found out what CPL stands for. Chili's Pull List. Chili's Pull List says Stormy Monday. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. The comic of the day is this beautiful giant-sized X-Men Storm timeless variant from the Alex Ross art. The coffee of the day comes from Pete's Coffee Big Bang Blend, and this medium roast is a delicious way to start the week. Now, we get to our prayer. Lord, some of us may be feeling a sense of dread with the start of the work week. Your word says in Matthew 11:28-30 that your burden is light. Open your eyes and our hearts to you and help us to put the weight down at the foot of the cross and be free. Amen. Chili's Pull List. I appreciate you, my friend. That is today's Instagram tags of the day. Anybody that tags me today for the comic book and Funko Pop combination will get the share to the 2,633 followers of the channel. Hopefully, some of them will follow you. All right, folks, let's get to the next segment of the show, folks, which is today's live stream playlist. All right, now we're in the live stream playlist. Coming up next is the channel spotlight. If you're watching this in the replay, on the replay, go ahead and hit that timestamp if you want to jump ahead to the next segment. But now we're going to get to the live stream playlist and see what's going down today live in the YouTube community for the comic book and Funko Pop world. I think this is pretty much updated. Now, so I don't have anything until like 4 p.m., which is interesting. But at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., those hours are jam-packed. So first up, Homespun Geek, sitting at 1,540 subscribers, is coming with the Homespun Haunted Hour, and he's saying, let us purge. Look at the lineup here, man. He's got Two Boys and Their Pops, Funko Pops and Unicorns, Geeky Mama Bear, McDork Pops. Man, this is a great lineup, folks. Go swing through, check that out. I'm going to hit the reminder. Got to make sure I swing through and check that one out. Next up, Hialeah Comic Bro and Stone Cold Steve Whiting are going to get down and talk about the sports. Man, I am glad that Miami got a win in that series, and the way that they did it, woo! This is now, we got ourselves a series, plus the Niners shit the bed again. You know that's going to be something to talk about. What happened to the Raiders, man? Come on! All right, next up. I'm going to have to stop in on that one. 3 Men in a... I got actually, you know what? Is this the longest? I think it is. You ready? 3 Men in a Basement Comics and Collectibles, the longest name in YouTube comic book history, says they're going live with the Cranky Canadian. That's right. Episode number 8 with Biggie's Comics of the New York Warriors. Do you return the favor? Do you like go? Because, like, aren't they chilling tonight? So I wonder if you're going to be on the chilling tonight, right? Like, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? All right. All right, next up, let's get to The Gray Man. To all 4 o'clock, all 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Freaking out my kids with this thumbnail. 31 Nights of Halloween, Night 6 Summer Camp. Don't know what that means, but it should be interesting. All right, next up in the live stream playlist, folks, we got Billy over at Economics and Comics. CGC graded 9.8 comic book unboxing part 3, The Robin King. Man, that is a heck of a title. Set your reminder for that one, folks. Next up in the live stream playlist, my neighbor. That's right. This guy lives right down the block. He's probably in one of the nicest neighborhoods in the entire country, and you don't even know about it. King of the Golden State says it's contest time, week 5. I have to hit the reminder for that one, 6 p.m. Now, this 6 p.m. hour is just jam-packed. All right, so we had King of the Golden State. Next up, Rockin' Robbie over at Pop Culture Philosophers. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. He's talking The Tomb of Mummy from 1942, and he's going to do the live movie commentary. All right, next up, also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, telling you a lot of competition in that hour, Mr. Comics 89, Matt, is going with episode number 24, and he's showing off the X-Men part of his collection. All right, keep them going. Keep going. Pop every Monday, by the way. This is every Monday, but check out who's on this show. He's killing it. You've got Dead Zone Citizen, and I don't have that logo on here to pop up, but I need to put that up there, who's responsible for my What's On Today logo, and Remy the comic book poser are going to be guests on tonight's Wheel of Misfortune. Hit the reminder for that one. Man, 6 p.m. is jam-packed. Now, at 6:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, Newbie Comics is coming with a live stream titled Comic Book Speculation and New Comic Book Day. All right, now we're going to go to the extended view because remember, the page only shows you 12, but if you want to see the full list, just click on the full list and get all of them, because next up is Are You Ready to Rumble? Oh yeah, if you don't know about Comigories, you're absolutely missing out. This is an amazing show. There is a clock, a randomizer of categories, and did I mention the clock? And then you got to sell your book if you beat the clock. The clock is such a nerve-wracking thing in this show, man. Go check out another edition of the clock. Comigories over at The Boy Who Had 7 with John's Comics with Kids. Tonight, you've got the Geek Aficionado against Bake the Snake. That's going to be awesome. The Boy Who Had 7 talks comic books. Slightly shorter title than Three Men in a Basement, Comics and Collectibles. All right. Next up, CBSI, Tales from the Flip Side, presents episode number 139, Greg Horn, Punchline, Market Report Comic Book Podcast. Bam, 6:30 p.m. All right, what's next? We're in the long view of the live stream. Oh, it's Modern Men. You know what? I told Modern Men I was going to give them a little love today. Here. Okay, next up, what happened? That's it. No, that's not it. Now, I got one for tomorrow, actually. I'm going to preview tomorrow because I didn't want to miss it out. I saw it on Drunken Chat. I put it in the live stream playlist, and I've left it in there all weekend. It's coming up next. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and remember, we got tagged. We're supposed to get the reveal tonight. Tonight, we get the reveal. I hope. We'll see. Go check out Metaphorical on the comic book auction claim sale Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I got one more in here, folks. I got one more in here. Now, if you didn't miss it, you could see it's still in here. Biggie Shaq threw down what he don't like about some of the new stuff coming out. And I agree with you, Miro. I agree with you. If you want to know what Biggie Shaq's gossip is, that's still in the live stream playlist. But the one I'm going to talk about that's tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about it today, is the Comic Book Women Hello. That's right. CBSI presents Tales from the Flip Side. They are going to be talking all these comic book artists, women on covers, and women on the panel. So this is going to be good. Check that out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. Folks, ready for this? That was the live stream playlist. You know what? Guess what's next? The guest channel spotlight after I hit the chat. If you want to jump ahead, there'll be a link in the description below. Let's hit the chat real quick before we bring on our guest today. My man, MLV, says, I just lost audio. Am I good? Am I back? Do I have audio? I hope I got audio. Is he muted or am I good? Am I no good? Give me a thumbs up. I lost him, but he's back. All right, I'm back. WayneKo Studios, thank you, my friend. You were my coffee mug shout. There you go, brother. Damn, with that coffee mug. He did not send me a coffee mug. But hey, if you send me a sticker, there's a high probability I, too, will turn your sticker into a coffee mug. All right, looks like we're good again. Let's go. Yep, we're good. Let's go ahead and get ready for the next segment of the show, folks. And you know what? You don't normally have a bumper long enough to make all the transitions, but I think I do this time. So as I make the multiple transitions that I'm going to try and do here, welcome to the stream, Mr. Adrian APM.
for the chimichangas. Everyone getting nerdy, fly with Adrian APM, also known as Allen High, the comic guy. Boom, pow, got pops like Funko, how you like me now? Eating comics for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A real winner, like DP and Spidey, talking about other superheroes. Let's open some mystery boxes and celebrate weirdos. Imagination never ends, united through comics, we all friends.
Here we go. Huh? The transition worked. Man, good stuff. Thanks for joining me, Adrian. I do appreciate it. Man, you've come a long way, actually, since the last time you were on the show, because as I went to go pull logos and bring them down into all the different overlays, your stuff looks different.
Right.
So, yeah, good stuff, man. So welcome to the show. If I know you're familiar with the format of the show, so I am going to embarrass you. I'm going to put you solo for a couple seconds. You can introduce yourself to anybody who's watching on the rewind, anybody in the live stream who's not familiar with you. Go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk about the channel.
Yo, what's up? I'm Adrian APM. I got a groovy YouTube channel. I do fun impressions and I do unboxings. Finally, more stuff is coming, probably in this month or next month. It's been taking a while to get it all scheduled, but lots of fun stuff. I'm a comic collector. I do some pops too. I do it all, man. I have fun. That's who I am.
Well, I appreciate you being on the channel. I think your videos are killing it, man. I don't know if you heard the intro, but I played the Morgan.
I heard the Morgan.
I heard that was one of my all-time favorites. So I know you do impressions, and when did you start doing that, man? Tell me you've been doing this as a kid. Your parents are like, not
since I was a kid, man. Like I was just talking to somebody about this last night, I think, where I'd get invited to parties. Like, I was like a 13-year-old kid, and these guys would be throwing like house parties, like, older 21, like, we need you to open the show with Cheech and Chong. Can you open the show with Cheech and Chong? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I show up at a party and some kid, and people are like, who's this guy?
13-year-old, nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been doing it forever, man. So.
Who are some of your favorites? What are some of the ones that that are your go-tos, your favorites?
Like impressions? I mean, obviously there's like easy ones, like you can jump into Christopher Walken sometimes if your voice is a little off, it's gonna sound off, but Christopher Walken, he can change his tones and stuff. Obviously Arnold. A lot of people can do Arnold, it's a common one, but those are the kind of the favorite easy ones to jump into. Morgan, that's when I do Morgan Freeman, it's gotta be very quiet. It's got to, you know what I mean? Because that's a pretty specific, like, and you got to get, so. But yeah, no, there are definitely some easier ones than others.
So I'm going to pull up your page real quick because I noticed, and I want to share this with the peeps. If I can get this to actually load. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and share this application window. Adrian and branding over here. So I noticed that when we're on your YouTube page, right over here under here, there says My Comic Book Men episode clip.
Yeah.
So you made an appearance on the Comic Book Man. Tell me how you scored this.
Let's see, it was like 2015 or 2016. Somebody just randomly hit me up. I don't know if it's somebody that knew me through because I had met Kevin Smith in 2008 in LA. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember who hit me up, but someone's like, hey, they're looking for people to be on the show. You should probably, put in an application to be on the show and be part of it. And I was like, oh, yeah, by all means, because I have people hit me up about, acting gigs and stuff all the time. Yeah. So I did. And then, they sent back to me like, oh, can you give us some more information about yourself? And, they're like, by the way, we don't pay you to come out here. You got to come out there yourself. And I'm like, whatever. And I did a video. Then AMC, because they go like the show approves you, then AMC has to approve you. Like they have to say, yeah, this guy's okay. Like, and then they got back. They're like, they loved you. It's like,
awesome. So I mean, what did AMC look into, man? Maybe I wouldn't qualify. They'd be like,
Oh no, I'm sure you would not. Of course they do a background check and stuff. Because they, but who knows? I mean, there could be criminals on that show. Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, they just want to make sure you're a legit person. You're not just trying to do something crazy, I guess. But no, they got back to me, and I don't even think they knew that I did the promos for anger management with Chief. They knew that, so it's like I was like, all right.
So is the YouTube channel always been comic book kind of focused, or did it start as something else?
It started as just random, because I started in
Random
2006, so it was just purely random. I mean, there's nothing bad on there now. I've gone through and cleaned it up, like just to leave a couple of the old ones on, because there's some things that are that were part, like the Harlem Shake. Remember when that was popular? Everybody did the Harlem Shake. Like I kept that on there because that reminds me of like older times, and just there's a video of me dancing with some of the Green Bay Packers back in the day. So it's like.
So it looks like overall, I mean, you're putting out a fair load of content, man. Do you have a regular schedule?
Right now, I'm trying to do at least once a week. It's not a lot, but sometimes if I get the new comic book days, like I'll jump in and just do a live video. Like if you look on there's a couple of them. But yeah, at least I'd like to get more on there, but like I don't want to put out this, the same stuff too much. So I just, hence why I did the Joker. I figured I'm going to go out and just do something.
Joker was awesome, man. The Joker was awesome. What's the aspirations for the channel? Are you it doesn't really matter if it takes off, great. If it doesn't, or dude, I'm putting some work into this. Obviously you got some great graphics and you've got some good branding and amazing intro. So I'm thinking maybe your aspirations may be a little higher.
Yeah, I'd like to, I definitely want to hit, I'm going to say I want to hit that 10,000 mark. There you go. Instead of everybody saying 1,000, because that's the closest I am to 1,000 mark. Why not try to say 10,000 or shoot 100,000?
Yeah.
But again, you just have to you hit times where all of a sudden someone's going to see it, or someone's going to talk about you on Reddit or something, and that's when it goes, man. That's like I've had viral videos, so I know how it goes. Like you can be like nothing, and then within a day or two, everyone knows who you are.
Still looking for that viral video here, man. Still looking for that.
Right? You got to get that one like that. That's perfect.
I need one. One day we're gonna get that viral video.
But I appreciate you always saying like, "Oh man, this one should be viral. This one should." I appreciate it,
man. I mean, the Morgan Freeman one was one of my favorites. This Joker one should absolutely go viral. I don't know how we got to keep promoting. Well, that's what this is. This is a platform for us to promote to anybody who's not watching. If you're not familiar with Adrian, I've got links to both his Instagram and his YouTube page already in the description below. So please do go over and check him out and sub him up if you're enjoying the content. Now let's talk about the Instagrams, actually. I want to go over here to the Instagrams. Solid, right? Is that what it was?
Solid account. Yep.
Which is cool. But tell me, what's your focus on the Instagrams, and what do you use it for?
It's pretty much primarily comic based. I mean, I sometimes I put random stuff on there, but a lot of comics, advertising for shows coming up, or if there's an auction, I'll put it on there. But as soon as the auction is done, I'll take it off because I don't want to.
We're coming to auction part next because you were big on the auction scene.
Yeah, so I don't want to cloud it with auction stuff, and then like if I release a mystery box, I put it on there, or like the funny video right there with Hugh Jackman. Like there's all kinds of. Which one was this? I don't even remember which it was. Well, that's when I got the Fox Crown sent me A-OK.
How did you do here?
I lost.
Out of the first round. I can't believe that's the first.
No, I won the first round. I won my first round. Yeah, this is round 2. And but hey, you know what? The chat decided I won, so that's all that matters.
Nice. That's right. You had the chat's vote. So tell me about this, because we're going to segue from this into basically the next segment of our show.
Sure.
I've got the last mystery box, which would be V3. I got the 3.0. Now, I'm going to be, let's just be honest with the peeps watching. I purchased 1.0 and then passed on 2.0. So I believe I passed on 2.0.
Yep.
But then 2.0 was way better than 1.0.
Well, 1.0, I was really about like, I think you did a lower tier, so, but I guess I just didn't know exactly. Like I knew you wanted X-Men, but I was like, then as you're going through it, I'm like, I had seen some of your shows. I'm like, man, he has every one of these books already now. Like, so it's just like, it just kind of, it was.
But
books.
I got back in on 3.0, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to open next. We're going to open up 3.0. But now you have evolved to 4.0. I want you to tell the people watching, what have you done different in 4.0 that makes us want to drop this kind of scratch on this box?
Better, like awesome grand prizes. You can get
Awesome grand prize. Tell us what the grand prize is.
Yeah, there's two big ones. The Fantastic Four #1 Facsimile edition, signed by Stan Lee, 9.8, and then Venom #3, CGC 9.8, which is first appearance of Null. So, and that's just, that's not it. I mean, there are gonna be so many good ones like in this box. Like, there's so much good stuff. Like, everyone in this box is gonna be
available. And are they available now?
They're available now, and there are 6 left. Actually, right
There's
now.
only 6 left. What do these cost? Shipped?
They're $125 shipped straight up.
And is it an $8 mailer? Is this a $15 mailer? What is this?
$15 mailer. Yep.
$15 mailer. We might have a slab in it, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So $15 shipping. You basically talk about $115. You got a chance at a couple of grand prizes. How many total boxes were there?
For this one, there's 15 only.
15. There was only 15. See, I don't know about you guys watching it, but when it comes to mystery boxes, I'd like to know how many total there were.
Yeah,
when you're off the grand prize.
Good odds in this one.
What are my odds? Sometimes, and I'm not knocking Spider-Man Booth, but I don't know how many of those there are, man. You can just making them, and who knows? Yeah. But so there's only 15 of these boxes. I do believe I'm claimed, right? I'm claimed on it.
You got it before, buddy.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up mystery box #3, and if it blows, I'm gonna cancel my order for No. I'm not canceling. I'm just messing with you. So that's exciting. There's only 6 left. Folks, if you're watching this on the rewind, as I mentioned, there are links to Adrian's channel, both Instagram and YouTube, in the description below. Feel free to go check him out and claim one of these boxes if there is still one available by the time you get there.
Yeah.
Now, let's go ahead and stop the share. And, let me get the branding window back up here. We're going to go bam there, stop the share there, come back into the 2 upset. Adrian, I appreciate you for being on the show. Is there anything else that you want to tell the people about... Yeah, is that hot? Is this mic hot? And what else do you want to tell the people about what's coming up on your channel, or what you might be guest on? I'm assuming your guest appearance on another auction at some point, right?
Yeah, like I usually do the key unit auctions, and sometimes other people ask me to jump on. Like, I don't want to go on too many though, because I feel like we're all there's a lot of auctions. We all know that, but and like I said, I'll be trying to put out a
Biggie.
I'll be trying to put out like a video at least every week, and trust me, I know I've been like for like a month here. I've been saying, oh yeah, we're gonna have different content. Like trust me, it's all lining up, and how it goes. You got to set up interviews with people, and then they got to put you on the schedule, and so you'll get the new content. Trust me.
Well, I do appreciate having you on in the new format of this show. This show is now going Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, with Tuesday and Thursday going to be a pop-up shop, so in the same time slot. But Wednesday, I don't have a guest yet. I'm going to reach out to the Patreon supporters first and see if I can book a guest for Wednesday. Friday, I do have a guest. We do have Matt from Mr. Comics 89, the king of the comic pop Instagram tag, will be a guest on the show this Friday. So check that out. Adrian, I'm going to pop you in the back for a second as I transition over into the next segment, and then we're going to bring you back on the side. We're going to slide you into the side, okay?
Sure thing.
I appreciate you being on. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time for the next segment of the show, folks. Let's get this branding off my face. Where is it at? All right, let's get to the next segment of the show, folks. That's not it. What's in the box already, JB? All right. Let me get an awkward sip of coffee here. Real quick, as I mentioned, shout out once again to Adrian APM for being my special guest and for being the supplier. I had to buy it, but being the supplier of today's What's in the Box already. I got box number 4. That's the box I'm always trying to get my hands on. And now that we're set up here, we might as well put them on the spot. right? I mean, we'll get them in here and put them on the spot. There it is. Adrian, man, let's see what you sent me. And
It's so terrible.
Don't mind me
It's
asking.
the worst.
And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I don't remember what I spent on this thing, man. How much was this thing?
It was 48,000. I know it was this actually this. I think it was this. It was either 100 or the same price, or 115, or
So $100.
basically something like that. In that name, yeah,
In that range. Okay, so in the box,
it's a box.
box. A box and a box. All right.
A box and a box. There's
If you're
48 more boxes.
just now joining us, folks, we're in the What's in the Box segment of the show. Feel free to use the timestamps if you want to skip ahead to the next segment of the show, which will be the Funko Pop review coming up next. But right now we're in the What's in the Box segment, and let's see what we got here. This is actually Adrian, this guy right over here. This guy. He did a mystery box.
Yeah, this really puts me on the spot.
Was there a GP for this thing?
Yeah,
Did it get claimed?
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. All right. No, the packaging is exceptional, my friend. Great job on the packaging. A box and a box is already. And now in there, we've got this guy. And I'm feeling a little slabbage in there. Feel a little slabbage.
You got me all nervous.
Oh, man. Let's see what's in this box, folks. And while we're doing that, I should be over here saying hi to the people in the chat as well. Christina Payne, how are you? Thank you for popping in and dropping those links as always. The immortal Biggest Shack is in the chat. I got a super chat. Let's see if this thing is actually working. I don't think any of my alerts are working because the counter's not working.
Yeah,
And I
don't
just
see the counter.
got a super chat, and I bet you it's not going to. There it is! The disco. MLB, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Oh, my goodness. Dude, I'm happy.
But I don't even know.
I'm already happy. I think I just kind of gave it away for myself, but still. So we've got comic books, and we've got a slab. We're going to save the slab till last because there's a note on it. It says, you didn't get the GP. But that's what it says, the note. It
I
says,
don't even remember what I wrote. So
you didn't get it. I didn't get the GP. There you know. I didn't get the GP. But I did get a stack of books. We're going to go through the stack of books first and see what we got. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Starting with Guardians of the Galaxy number 11. Guardians of the Galaxy number 11.
we'll just call that filler.
Yeah, it's okay. We need a couple of those. We need a couple of Spider-Man team up featuring Gambit and Howard the Duck. I actually do collect team ups, so that's going to stay.
Cool.
I collect team ups, so we'll keep that one. The Ultimates Superhuman issue number 1. All right. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 58. This is in great shape too, by the way. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 58.
Groovy.
There we go. Groovy. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 162. Groovy. And wait a minute, dude. I think this is a key, bro.
Which one?
It's Spider-Man 4?
Yeah, I forget what it is, but
There's something key about this one. There's like, I don't know. There's something key. I need to go look that one up.
Biggie Jack will tell us.
Death of Spider-Man, issue 159. Very cool. So now it says, well, this isn't that awesome. Let me read this out. I got to get it out of here. This guy. Okay. Well, this isn't that awesome. You didn't get the GP, but you did snag and then it's all crossed off. Congrats. Thanks for picking up the Adrian APM 3.0 mystery box. And you put tape all over it, like you crossed it off. Like you
Oh, like I was trying to be secret. I remember. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. You guys ready? This is actually pretty nice. What's up with this case? I've never seen a case like this.
I'll tell you what. Oh, so you got that. Okay. That's the old CGC case. So that has never been pressed, cleaned, anything.
Let me show it a little bit bigger so we can show it to everybody. I've never seen this case before. This is an original CGC case, and what we've got here is Avengers Annual number 10 in a 9.2 off-white pages. First appearance of Rogue, X-Men cameo, Michael Goldenard. I wonder if they would change the labeling now.
Yeah,
But
they would.
I
Yep.
bet you, yeah, I could. There's a pressable defect right there on the back. Totally. There's a couple of pressable defects
You
right
could
there.
totally get that bumped.
Oh, for sure, man. That's a pressable defect on the front.
Awesome. You got one of the good ones, that's for sure.
Quick, man. That is very nice. I may actually get this thing cracked out and pressed. So Avengers Annual number 10 in a near mint minus 9.2. I bet you we bumped that to 9.4 easy.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll keep my fourth box. Order. We'll keep the version 4 on order.
Great. Bless you.
I appreciate you, man. All right, well, that's it for that segment of the show. I got a couple more things left. Adrian, I'm going to go ahead and drop you in the back, and we're going to finish off the show. All right, folks, that was the What's in the Box. Let me hit the chat real quick. Cherokee Metal says, "What's up, JB? Big Will Comics is here. Christina Payne still dropping links. Bubs Comics is in the chat. If you want to see the next segment, you can go ahead to the timestamp below and jump ahead. But I'm hitting the chat real quick. Quick Draw McGraw is here. Road to 800. Go sub up the Immortal. Biggie Shaq, if you have not already. Ultra Maximus is still hanging out. I appreciate you. You know what? If you haven't, you got to wait for the leg drop.
Biggie.
All right. Biggie Shaq on the road to 800, folks. Let's get to the next segment of the show, which is, do I have a thumbnail for this thing? No, I don't. All right. I need that one. And then I need this one. No. Where's it at? That didn't work. How's that going to work? You need to be higher. There we go. The Funko Pop Review. Man, that's a train wreck segment right there. Funko Pop Review. Let's go. What am I reviewing? We're going to review this 2-pack that I got. I can't remember for the life of me where I got this. I think it may have come from, I can't remember where I bought this, man. I feel terrible, but it's definitely part of the personal collection. This was released in 2017 as part of the Marvel Collector Core. And I guess this was the only way that you could get this, was to be part of the Marvel Collector Core. And this is a 2-pack in action. Again, they're bobbleheads because all the Marvel stuff is all bobbleheads. You know, I wish they weren't all bobbleheads, but we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at these guys. And I'm going to just rip this thing up. No, I'm not. I had a couple people reach out to me like, that's not how you open the boxes, man. You got to be more careful when you're opening the box. I'm like, no, this is my personal collection. It won't matter. That's not how you open the boxes. I'm like, all right. I'll open the boxes better. So how do they decide who gets a stand and who doesn't? I never know, but man, check him out. He is awesome. Bullseye. I didn't even notice he had a card in his hand when he was in the packaging. So Bullseye with the Psy and the Ace of Spades. Very cool. I think these guys need to be displayed outside of their box. I don't know. I don't know. I might be more of an out-of-the-box collector. This is awesome. So it comes in the stand. So he's in the air. He's got an action shot. Look at Daredevil. The bobbleheads. All right. We have music on this layout. Is there music actually on this layout? The music's not going. Why isn't the music going? That's interesting. The music never goes on this layout. Interesting. There it is. Now is it playing? Turn here. Very cool. Daredevil 2-pack. And I didn't even know he had a card in his hand. Bullseye. Definitely keepers for me, not going anywhere. These are going to stay in the personal collection. I don't know if I want to put them in the back in the box. I don't know, man. I might be an out-of-the-box kind of guy. I'm just saying. All right, well, that's my Funko Pop review. I hope you did enjoy that. By the way, if you want to get your hands on this Funko Pop right here, this one right here, there is a link in the description below to a generalized search of Funko Pops on eBay. And, ready for this one? It's one of those affiliate link ones. That's right. If you decide to purchase a Funko Pop through that link, a couple of the shillings from the, for a couple of pennies from that, those fees that go to eBay are actually going to go to support the channel. How cool is that? All right, that's it, folks. Let's get on to the next segment of the show, which is... the lower thirds are popping off all over the place. We're going to recap. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Friday's great giveaway. What am I giving away Friday? Something that is opened on this channel. Something that you just saw today could be one of the things that we give away on Friday. Follow the channel to see what I open up Monday through Thursday on all the different things that I'll be doing. And one of those items is going to be given away. Now, how do you enter? Very simple. All you got to do is comment on any video at all to get an entry into Friday's giveaway. And then drop that Comic Pop Family hashtag. That's right, today on Yesilu Comics and Pop to get yourself an additional entry into Friday's giveaway. Well, that's it for today's show, folks. If you have not already, please do hit the thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing and hitting that bell. We just shouted out a whole mess of channels today, and today, my friend, today could be the day that you find your new favorite channel. I do appreciate everybody for hanging out. And oh no, we got another super chat. I'm saying no, but Bub says there's no Faces Comic Chat tonight at 5:30. There we go. See what happens when you're late, Bub? Cost you $2. I appreciate you so much, Bubs. By the way, one of the favorites, No Faces Comic Chat. And if you're a guest, pay attention to the title. Pay attention to the title. It's going to call you out. I'm just saying. Comic Burrito's here. Mama J's here. LBD's still here. Ultra Maximus is still here. I appreciate you, Herminio. Man, what a great show. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. And if you don't remember anything, don't forget, we had a good time. Peace, everybody.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.